You kids know what Deep Throat was about. Well, Chatterbox is the exact opposite. A woman discovers she has not just another voice, but a whole other personality, living her lady business.
You are about to see scenes from a serious movie that depicts one of the most amazing medical discoveries in the history of the world. Whatever you do, don't laugh.
Well, what would you do if your could all of a sudden start to talk and sing?
I will never understand women.
I'm their mother.
Okay, not every performer could say that she's recommended by the AMA.
It's just embarrassing.
She doesn't want to be just another anonymous organ.
I have a that can talk.
She has a beautiful voice.
Very nice.
Yeah, Phil, I'm making a statement with this film. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Dick, I'm so glad I ended up with you.
Me too.
Me three.
Are you ladies ready?
Do you serve a box lunch?
This is a social document.
Chatterbox, the story of a young woman who has a very unusual way of expressing herself.
I wonder why they call it Chatterbox.
This is the climax!
Amen.
Penelope, played by Candice Ray Ellison, the inspiration for Bridget Fonda's character in Jackie Brown, also the star of Pets. She's a hairdresser who learns that her nana can speak after it makes fun of her lover's lack of sexual skill. Soon after, Hupunani gets her into all sorts of trouble, like getting a lesbian client to tackle her hairdresser's job. Her boss is played by Rip Taylor, who's so over the top and out of control, but why would you hire Rip Taylor for anything else, you know?
I'm sorry. I better wrap it up now, folks, because you know the old axiom in show business, get off quick.
Anyway, she reveals her secret to a therapist, Dr. Pearl Larry Gelman, who was in the Bob Newhart Show and the adult version of Alice in Wonderland. Soon, they both learn that she can sing from between her thighs, and this leads to her becoming a big star. Oh yes, her vagina is named Virginia and becomes more loved by her mother and more famous in demand than its owner. If you ever want to see someone sing show tunes and disco from their secret garden, then this film is for you. I don't know who you are, but I know that they have not made many movies for you. And this is as 1977 as it gets. It has Professor Irwin, the guy who accepted Thomas Pynchon's National Book Award fiction citation for Gravity's Rainbow, with a pun-filled speech that confused many, a frequent talk show guest that went to Panhandle for charity well into his 90s. That's Chatterbox, a movie that's nuts. And we're going to follow that with another crazy movie, The Being.
In the distance, the town of Pottsville, Idaho.
Dr. Jones, isn't the dumping of radioactive waste into the aquifer contaminating our drinking water?
Exactly what do you mean by contamination?
A small town, not much different from any other Main Street USA.
This is the kind of contamination we really have to worry about. It's everybody's responsibility to keep pornography out of this state.
Strange and unexplained events are occurring.
You say your friend was pulled out of the car by some guy in a monster suit. What in the hell is this stuff?
Some people are missing.
Well, the only explanation I have is it's some sort of genetic freak.
But why is it so intelligent?
It's conceivable it can use a higher percentage of its brain. And at the same time, be completely psychotic.
The ultimate terror has taken form. And Pottsville, Idaho will never be the same.
Therefore, one must conclude that dumping nuclear waste into the aquifer does not and will not affect the water.
Where Pottsville, Idaho's got some problems. A massage parlor is coming to town. Local conservatives are losing their minds, and children are disappearing, and people are being murdered. 1983, a magical time to be alive, but this movie may have seemed stupid to critics when it came out, but I loved it. Much like Jaws, the authorities, including Jose Ferrer, who plays Mayor Lane, cover everything up so they don't damage the town's potato crop. But they hire chemical safety engineer Garcon Jones. What an amazing sentence. Who was played by the always dependable Martin Landau. Detective Lutz is Rex Coltrane, who's really Bill Osco, exploitation producer, who produced this film as well as Flesh Gordon, Alice in Wonderland, and X-rated musical fantasy. And working with Jackie Kong, who directed this, they also brought Night Patrol to the screen. Anyway, Kenny Rogers' wife at the time was a love interest and a mutant who was totally from Alien. And we got ourselves a movie This curiously takes place during Easter, which has nothing to do with anything at all in the movie, even though it was originally called Easter Sunday, a much better title than The Being. But I also like The Being, but Easter Sunday, what's it about? Well, it's about an alien and child murders and a massage parlor. It turns out that the mutant has been exposed to radioactive materials in a town's dump, and the mutant is light sensitive, so it only attacks at night. Can Martin Landau, the film's producer, stop it in time? Also, do you want to see this even more once I tell you that Ruth Buzzy is in the cast? And Dorothy Malone, another Oscar winner, in addition to Ferrer, is in the cast, or that Murray Langston, the unknown comic himself, is in it, or at the end of the movie. We get to learn what happened to every character after the film with title cards, and then get to see who played them, and anyone who's died. We get to see them die all over again. For those reasons and so many more, a creature who has one eye but hundreds of teeth. This is a must-see. You can thrill to my favorite scene in the movie where a cat scares the hero so much that Martin Landau just starts laughing. I think for real. Oh, The Being. Oh my God. Why aren't we all just watching The Being right now? Anyway, this is BNS About Movies. It's a short episode, 2 movies, short episode. You can come to the site at bnsaboutmovies.com. Write to me at bnsaboutmovies@gmail.com. You know what? Should I throw one more in? Yeah, let's talk about it. Come on. Blast Fighter.
There's only one way you're going to stop Tiger now. Kill him, or else he's going to rip us all apart, one by one.
A minute into Blast Fighter, 1984, ex-cop and con Jake Tiger Sharp, played by Michael Sepulveda from 2019, after the fall of New York, of course we all knew that, is given the weapon that this movie is named for, a Spaz 12 shotgun that can shoot everything. Let me tell you how a shotgun works. Not like this. It can shoot everything from darts and rockets to tear gas and grenades.
It shoots through schools.
He's promised that every law enforcement officer will have the Blast Fighter in a few years, but it's his now. I'm all in right now. Tell me about Blast Fighter. Tiger was in jail because his wife was murdered, so he shot his wife killer at point blank range right in front of his lawyer. Turns out that the suspect was the gay lover of this corrupt and sleazy lawyer because of Italian movies, and when he tries to kill that lawyer after his release, he still can't bring himself to do it because deep down, he's a good guy because of Italian movies. He decides to go to the mountains and live in peace, burying the Blast Fighter because he does not want to have it in his hands. At this point, Tommy Baby's Evening Star plays. A song was written by the Gibb Brothers, the Bee Gees. You're going to hear it so many times during this movie. That's a warning. I mean, I don't want to mess up the algorithm and have this get taken down by Spotify and YouTube. But this song plays a lot. I would play it throughout this review. That's how much it plays. Tiger, our hero, remember him? He enjoys the wild game that runs past his cabin, so he adopts a baby fawn. But of course, this is an Italian movie. Local rednecks capture it alive and keep it in pain so a Chinese herbalist can benefit from it. So Tiger tracks down the deer, puts it out of its misery. At this point, is this a revenge movie? Or is this a remake of Rambo First Blood, the original, not the later jingoistic First Blood, the original? I'll leave it up to you. A girl named Condi randomly moves in with Tiger and ends up being his long-estranged daughter. He didn't even recognize his own child. Luckily, they bond and become close just before the town's redneck population messes it all up. To hammer home that this is a redneck town, it's shot in the same town as Deliverance. And is that Billy Redden, the kid who played Banjo? Yep, that's him. That is really him. That is not like, oh, this looks like Deliverance. Kind of. No, this is Deliverance. It's a lot of movies, Italian movies. The poachers show up in force. Despite the truce between their leader, Tom, and Tiger, who are childhood pals, Tiger agreed not to kill Wally, Tom's brother. But Wally is a lunatic. Wally just keeps killing people. He kills Tiger's grown teenage daughter. Don't get too attached to anyone other than Tiger. So, of course, Tiger has to kill Wally. Tom and Tiger are going at it. Tom is played by George Eastman. George Eastman in America, in a redneck poaching movie. The Blast Fighter is dug up. God, it's time for revenge. Blast Fighter is packed with Italian genre stars taking a step away from horror and coming to Georgia, like Ottavio Dell'Acqua, the worm-eyed zombie from Zombie, Michele Soavi, director of Stage Fright and Cemetery Man, plays Tiger's daughter's boyfriend. Fabio Frizzi did the soundtrack, originally intended to be a science fiction film with Lucio Fulci directing. Budget issues led to becoming a strange hybrid of Deliverance, Rambo, Mad Max, and something that Charles Bronson would be in. Dardano Sarketti wrote the change script, which was originally part of a 2-movie deal along with Warriors of the Year 2072. Who would direct it when Bardo Bava, John Old Jr. stepped on in? I don't know if this has come through to yet, but Blast Fighter is a weird movie. If you go by the poster, you're expecting this awesome gun to get used over and over again, but it doesn't show up till the end. With the talents on hand, you're expecting, is this going to be crazy the whole time? Not until the end. But you will not be bored. I've watched so many Rambo Stallone clones. This is better than nearly all of them, maybe outside of Thunder. I cannot imagine if Fulci had done this movie, his version of Blast Fighter would have had somebody's eyeball get shot out. Why don't we get this? But watch Blast Fighter. It's pretty rad. Anyways, that's the show now. No more movies. That's the show. Goodbye.